Hi, everyone. I just wanted to make a little video and give you a couple of ideas of what I'm doing right now, whether you care or not, I guess. You can always click, I'm out of here, I'm deleted, but that's all right. My name's Al Cunningham. I live in Kleinburg, Ontario, just outside Toronto, Canada. And I got something I really want to show you, but let me tell you a little bit about myself, just for starters, so you know where we're coming from. I'm a real estate broker, got my license in 1978. I think that makes me 39 years old. Not that good at math. I guess I should be when I'm doing real estate, eh? We really like real estate. It's been really good to us. The whole family is in it. Matter of fact, we're still in it. We're still here for our clients, but it is a demanding business. And, you're always on beck and call to everybody. And we've always looked for what else can we do out there? What is there? Because basically, we want to live our life on our own terms. So a couple of years ago, we started looking at what else is out there to make some money. And we got introduced to Bitcoin. And I'm going to save you all a lot of trouble because the things I learned, you don't want to do. You know, uh, it sort of started off with a good friend of mine. He says, "Hey, why don't you check this out?" And it was some kind of betting program that used Bitcoin, and it didn't last long. It was gone. And then he found another company and he says, "Al, this is the best one." And I jumped on board. I did get into it. But what happens is that there's always a shiny coin somewhere else. And you thought, I should go over there and try this one. And so I left the company that my friend told me about and I jumped into another one. So a couple of years went by, a couple of programs went by. Some of them appeared very good. What happens to them is that they end up one morning, you get up and they're gone, your money's gone. And you thought, now what am I going to do? Okay. And so, just to make this story a little bit shorter, I just wanted to let you know that I bumped into my friend again and I said, "Hey, you still doing that?" He says, "Yep, I'm still doing it." And I says, "Maybe I should have a better look at that again. Maybe I should see what's happening there." And I said, "Okay, maybe I should." So, I'm going to tell you the story a little bit backwards here, just so you see where I'm from. I'm going to share my screen because this is kind of a part of it that really, if you see what's out there, it really works. What you see on the screen right now is a compound calculator. This has got nothing to do with the company I'm going to tell you about. It's off the internet, but the things it does will drive you crazy. Okay, it drives me crazy. It drives my wife crazy. She says it can't be true. Okay, but mathematics is mathematics. And for you people that just figured out when I got my real estate license, I'm not sure it works out to 39, but don't tell no one, okay? Because some mathematics we don't want to know about. So let me just show you something. If you've never seen a compound calculator, and by the way, just as I'm going along here, I'm going to show you because a lot of these programs that are out there, if you're looking to make some extra money, most people are afraid of them. And good reason to be afraid of them, okay? Because I already told you what happens. You think you're making lots of money, and then one morning you get up and they're gone, and all your money is gone. So you got to be careful. There's no doubt about that. But is there any other better way to try to get ahead in life? The economy out there is going crazy. A lot of people can't even afford to start eating hamburger. I don't know what they're going to eat next, okay, the way things are going. But I think this here little program I'm going to show you can help a lot of people. So I'm going to show you something here. This calculator works. I'm going to put a number in here. Watch what I do. I'm going to put 12, if it lets me do it. I'm going to put $1,200 in here. And let's say we can get 3%. And let's say we can get it weekly. Okay. And let's say we do that for 7 months. Now, we want to compound this money every week. So we're going to change that to weekly 52. Now, the program I'm going to show you, there is a fee involved, okay? Until you get up higher up in the numbers, you got to pay a fee. Everybody's got to pay it. It's $25. So we're going to have to take $25 off of this situation right here. But look at what happens when I calculate this. That $1,200 in 6 months grew to 26.76. Okay. So for the people that are afraid and they says, you know what? I don't like having my money there. I'm going to say, okay, take your money out. Take your 1,200 out. We got $1,476 left. Okay. Because remember, 26.76, we take out 1,200, we got 14.76. So let's say we do it at the same 3%. Let's say we do it for 3 years, because compounding doesn't happen overnight. It takes a little time. Now we're going to leave the $25 there because we still got to do that. And look at what happens. In 3 years, that money grew to 130,267. Now I know if there was 12 of you sitting in the room watching this, 11 of you said, yeah, that's not true. And I'm going to say to you, I didn't fix the calculator. That's what the calculator says. That's what the answers are. So let's take this one step farther. I'm going to take out this 1476 and I'm going to put $130,267 because that's what we have down here now, $130,267. And we are going to do it for 2 more years. Now, if you people were doing the math, you figured out this program from day 1 to when this ends is 5.5 years away. Now, some people, 5.5 years. Well, I'm going to tell you, you probably think of something that you're going to think back and says, did that happen that long ago? 5 years will fly by. And you can make money during that time or make none. It's up to you. This is totally up to you. And by the way, we don't have to pay this $25 no more. So I'm going to take that out of there. Okay, so you're sitting down, I hope. Okay, I hope you're sitting down. Oh, let's do something else. Let's withdraw $10,000. Get that back in there. Let's withdraw $10,000 monthly. Okay, so you get what the picture says. Okay, we got $130,000 to 267. We're going to earn 3%. You're going to do this for 2 years, and they're going to take $10,000 out of my account each time. What's this go to? Watch this. Here you are. After the 5 years, you're going to have $1,308,000 in your account. And look down here, it's showing you those $10,000 were coming out each and every month. Now, $10,000 for 12 months a year, that's $120,000. And a lot of people don't make that much money. Okay, matter of fact, $120,000 is a good household income if both spouses have a good job. So it's something that, you know, it's not to say that can't happen. It can happen. And by the way, the only thing that has to happen in this scenario to make this all work, the tricky thing is this thing right here. See that 3% weekly? As long as the program I'm talking to you about continues to produce 3% weekly, this will all come. Now, these are average numbers, and this calculator, it can't average it out like that, okay? Because the company I'm going to tell you, they started in June 2019. And that's the company that my friend introduced to me in January, I think it was, of 2020. And what was it making then? It was making 3% a week. What's it making today? It is averaging since June 2019 to today, it is averaging approximately 3% a week. You know, its worst week it ever had in a real bad month, it went down to a 0.65 they made that week. And then they made another week over 4%. But that week at 0.65, everybody, the market went crazy, okay? So we've never had a negative balance since the company started and averaged 3%. So let me show you something else now. I'm going to show you where I'm going to send you. I'm going to give you a link here that you can take so you can watch this. The company's called Novitec. And the whole thing about it is the power of compounding. And by the way, when you start doing this, and we get paid every Friday, every week we get our profits on our trading account, and you have a decision. You have the decision of taking that money out of your account and sending it back over to your bank and spending it on something, or you can put it into your trading account and compound the amount of money that you have there and make it work. Everything I showed you was working with compounding that money week after week after week. So you weren't taking any money out. You're going to let this ride for the 5.5 years. Just think about it. I don't know how old you are that is sitting watching this. If you're 18, I wish I was 18, because that's the you have to be 18 to join us. If I was 18 and knew what I knew now, just think, I'd be retired by the time I'm 23 or 24. But now, if you're 30 years old and you got to wait to 35 to get this, well, that's not too tough either. And you know how they used to tell us, Freedom 55? Well, Freedom 55 is pretty hard for a lot of people right now. But if you're 55 and you're starting this at 60, you're going to be retired. There's no doubt about this, okay? And this is a really good company. And I'm going to let you look at it, and I'm going to give you the link to it. And then when you see this link, you're going to go through what I'm showing you, because I'm going to do this briefly so you see what's happening. So I scroll down, and when you get this, there's a little video here. It says it lasts, it says 3 minutes and 27 seconds. I think that's a little, let me just start it just a little bit. I think it takes a little bit longer than that.
Hello, and thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this brief overview on Novitec and the future of letting your money work harder for you
look
than
at that.
you do.
So
Since the inception of
I can't
the
see
company,
how long it takes totally.
everything revolves
Anyhow,
around the Novitec.
it's not very long. But Bob there is going to do a presentation. He's going to show you briefly what Novitec is all about. It's a pretty amazing company. And like I said, I wish I got into it a lot longer. We have weekly webinars. You'll see when you get the link, you can join live webinars. Now, this isn't a full webinar that Bob does. He sort of just tells you a little bit about it. He's going to show you that calculator. He's going to do exactly what I did again so that you get to see it. But in the meantime, when you get this, there's actually a calculator here, and you can play with it and see what it does too. And so the webinars are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. They do 2 webinars each night, and then they do one on Sunday. And the neat thing about them, you can ask whatever question you want, because everybody's got a question. It says, what if this? What if this? What if this? What if this? We all got what ifs, okay? So you can get them all answered. They'll say to you, you're going to have a PAM account. You're going to say, what the heck's a PAM account? Well, Bob will explain it to you. You're going to know that, okay? You don't have to know anything about trading. They do all the trading, and he's going to tell you what it's all about. And so here it comes down here. You know this guy here. This guy right here, pretty smart guy, Albert Einstein, and he's the guy that said compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world. And I think if you believe what I just showed you, you're going to believe it's the 8th wonder for sure. There's no doubt about that. And there's the calculator right here. When you get this, you're just going to click on it. I'll just show you, and away you go. The calculator's there for you to play with it, and you can go from there. So back here, we have all the documents that you need right here. It says get documents to get set up. And this tells you right here to get started, get back to the person who shared this with you. And that's me. Okay, so you want to remember who I am when you're looking at this so you can get back to me and see this. Okay, so get your paper and pencil out. And this is the website that you are going to go and see all this little bit here. Now, there's lots of stuff you can learn about Novitec and what it does and how it does. But, the most important thing is its history of what it has earned since June 2019. Okay. So the website, the initials NT stands for Novitec, okay? So you're going to put ntintro.com. So ntintro.com. And then you will get this full system right here, and you can sit and watch this. And then you may want to join one of the live webinars and see everything and ask a few questions. But I got to tell you, since June of 2019, every question's been asked. And every question's been answered. And so when you see the history of what's happening week after week after week, you are going to go back and say, I like this calculator, and I like what I can grow my money to. And don't forget, you took $10,000 out each and every month for 2 years. So that was pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to end that right now, and so that You people can have a look at this when you want. I'm going to try to put it in my YouTube. I'm not an expert at all this stuff, but you know what? I'm just an average guy like you. That's why I didn't dress up. I didn't think you wanted me to get all dressed up. I just wanted you to know that what I wrote down here, because I got to keep reminding myself that it's not hard to remember. I want to live my life on my terms. Maybe somebody listening to this wants to live their life on their terms. And we're here to support. If you want to do this, you can do this 100% passive. And what that means is you put whatever money you want. You can start with $100. Bob will show you, okay? But whatever you put in and start earning 3%, you can roll it over and compound it or take it out. And you can do that 100% passive and not even share this with anybody. But we do have a program that if you do share it, you can make some more money there. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people start off and say, I'm not sharing this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to, can't reach truth. And I'm going to tell you, there's nothing like this. When you start seeing each and every week, you got 3% on your amount of money that you had in, you rolled it in again, and next week you got another 3%. It might take you a month, maybe take you 2 months to figure out this sucker works. Okay. Then you're going to tell somebody. So when you're watching the webinars, watch everything. Watch the part about compounding and watch the part about how do I share it. So that's it for me. Al Cunningham. You can get me at alcunningham777@gmail.com and leave me a message. I have a link I would give you to help you sign up. I'll be there to help you sign up. We help you show you how you take your money from your bank, because it has to be crypto. So we teach you how to get it there, and we send it off to the company, and we go from there. So with that, I want to thank you for your attention, and I hope that we are able to do some business together. And then we're going to stop this thing so I can figure out how to stop it and end this, and hope to see you real soon. Have a good one.